Let's see. And we're live.
Super.
Yes. How are you? My regular guest on my talk show.
Yeah, I am nervous as always when we go live, but I'm good anyway. It was a good day today.
Are you nervous about going live on YouTube, or what is the?
Yes.
Okay. Why is that?
Because I'm not Tom Cruise. I am not an actor, who loves
Hi,
all the
girl.
lights and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna do a hi SB Chef. We're just gonna do a little catch up because we haven't really been talking that much this week or have done anything. So
Yeah. I needed to digest the weekend.
Yeah, me too. I needed to decompress. I think the first 2 days I was not, hey Bianca, I was not thinking about anything, like about doing anything or saying anything or whatever. It kind of drained the whole protest. And I think the anxiety before that, it was kind of huge. I didn't even realize what it was until the time came. So yeah.
Right.
What about you?
Yeah, look, it was a tough weekend. I never met an ex-Scientologist before, just Robert, who was a public,
Mm-hmm.
Actually on the same week, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I met these two ex-Scientologists, the second gen, they were born in, and it was shocking to me what they experienced or what they feel still, and whew.
Okay,
So
SP Chef, I will show your comment now, but I mean, this is not going to get out of his head forever.
Yes.
Now, done with the lies. Done with the lies.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I try my best.
Yes. Do you?
Not really.
Yeah, but I hope we get a chance to do a little bit of a recap with Samuel and Bianca at one point regarding the protest and how it was for them, the experience, and how it's been afterwards. But yeah, I can only speak for myself, but I found it very draining also because we had a really long break before. There was almost 4 weeks with no contact to anyone in the Sea Org or in the Church of Scientology in Denmark. And even though we had everything in place, there was still excitement in the last moment, and you even called the police in the morning just to make sure everything was okay.
Indeed, I did. Yeah, and everything went fine.
Yeah,
totally fine. I loved it.
Yeah,
the whole weekend it was super. Actually, it was just the shocking facts about these two
okay,
people.
the compliments keep on coming now.
More handsome, but more respectful, much nicer. Okay, enough now.
And some beauty tips from Samuel as well. Get yourself some coconut oil, please brush rag, and you will shine just like a star.
Yeah, on my forehead.
Yeah. Oh, and a girl likes your sense of humor, so I'll be on the losing team then. So you have a good perspective.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Now you need to be done with this because otherwise I won't hear about anything else except how magnificent he is in all possible ways.
Yeah.
So what's next?
What's next? I love to thank the two girls, the twins.
Yes.
If they are coming out, they are like machines. They just talk straight to them, telling the truth, helping out as much as they can. So
Yeah.
It was great to have them too.
Yeah. I mean, Kasia and Carolina, they are so good. They are so committed also to the cause. I think they will eventually start their own YouTube channels and start making videos as well. But I mean, just to have them there and also lift up the spirit and physically lift up the banner as well, we would have had a hard time with it, just the four of us. So it was great that they were there. Also showing support to Samuel and Bianca, and also being like two very tough ladies. So yeah. SP Chef is also saying the twins were amazing. They were, they are so great. They are so great, and they're also very knowledgeable. A girl is actually asking, let's do a little bit of a Q&A since there's a lot of people here. What was it like to experience the bull bait in person? The funny thing was that it was not actually us two that were the target of the bull baiting. It was Kasia and Carolina, and then Bianca and Samuel. And I think they have. Are you okay? Give thumbs up if you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. Just something with my voice. I don't know.
Okay, good. But I think they kind of have given up on us. We're already like a lost cause, so they are not doing that much of bull baiting because they're not getting any reaction. And also, I think it was also a little bit of below the belt to confront Bianca and Samuel, because they have a like long history in Scientology and they're born in Scientology. So the old routines and the discipline is something that is like still in the backbone. So I mean, they can speak for themselves more, but I think from OSA's side, it was absolutely on purpose that they were targeting specific people. But I think Bianca and Samuel should share their own experience.
But they were they were very brave.
Yes, absolutely. But I mean, we have experienced the so-called bull baiting also before, but I think it's been like a little bit of a cat and mouse game from our side as well. So it hasn't been that one-sided. So I think they know we are not really afraid of them. I mean, the OSA lady,
not really.
Yeah, the OSA lady is located at the DK org, and I mean, she likes to film us from the window. She just likes to.
Yeah, hilarious sometimes.
Yeah, so whenever we show up, that's her task is to film us. On top of that, she is OSA and communications referent for Scientology in Denmark. So she is wearing many hats. Also, I will make a video about it later, but she's also involved with some volunteer work that I would like to expose. So there's more coming about that later on.
Good.
Yeah. Thank you, El Sarmento. Yeah, it really helps if you push the like button to share our videos also, because there is so much content right now and so many people, and not that many from Europe or the rest of the world. I only now just found a channel also, this Perf Scientology audit. Have you been following her?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because
but I don't know, because I checked every single one, but I don't follow everybody. Otherwise I get confused.
Okay, but the Perf Scientology audit, she's also arranging a protest in Australia. I think it's in next month or something, and Miriam Francis is also going to participate there. And I just watched a video, and there's 8 participants, and apparently this is the biggest protest, or 9 participants, and it's the biggest protest they have had for over 10 years. So just imagine the size of Australia and having 9 people at the protest. It really means that there hasn't been any kind of activism against Scientology, like on the streets, on location, for a long time. So it's
Yeah,
really
right.
important to give these channels a lot of support and visibility.
Yeah.
Because they are also just getting started there, and Australia is a huge country.
Yeah. On my channel, everybody can advertise their YouTube channels. I don't mind.
Yeah,
You know.
absolutely. I'm also supporting everyone. So, I mean, just make sure if you haven't subscribed to the SP Chef, you should definitely, because he's making excellent content, as well as Scientology Rundown Bianca. And they were both at the protest with us in Copenhagen last weekend. Also, MD Media 18, who is working in insane temperatures with a half broken back in Los Angeles. I mean, I take my hat off to you, or would take my hat off to you if I had one on, because it's not easy. I mean, I'm complaining already when it's, I think, 85 degrees or something here. And you guys have like 95 in California, almost 100. It's, yeah, it would be unbearable for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we are going to be arranging some protest coming soon. I think we just need to make some kind of schedule and have some kind of communication ring where we won't be advertising these protests, at least for now, on public, because we want to have the surprise factor for the Church of Scientology. I don't want to give them any opportunities to hide us from the Sea Org, because we want to be seen and heard by them as well.
Yes, and it will happen soon.
Yeah, and it will happen soon. So I think we will already figure out something for next week. And don't even think if OSA is watching, we're not going to be at the same location every time. We already have some plans in place of what we're going to do. So we are going to try and be one step ahead of you guys.
Yeah, and soon more people will join.
Yeah, more people will join, and I'm actually in email contact with someone who hopefully will be able to join already next week. So let's see. And thank you. Yeah, and A Girl is saying that she thought we did really well. So he gave up in the end. Yes. And SP Chef is saying, yes, indeed, surprise the TRs out of them. Absolutely. That's what we're going to do. I mean, in principle, I could see that there was some kind of feeling shown also from their side. Perhaps I was misreading it, but I do know that at least Enede, who we've been dealing most with, is definitely showing her frustration when we are around. So yeah,
it was more like us relatable Reese used to say, swinging, the between your leg.
Yeah. What did we talk about before this stream?
Oh, yeah, but she used to say it.
That's how you're bringing up this to the conversation. I said before the stream, nothing below the belt. Let's just stay above that. So
yeah, but also had to swing, a bit to show the strength, but it didn't work.
No one backed down. No one bursted into tears or got physical or whatever. At the time when they were there, they walked away, and they were clearly frustrated. SP Chef, you're being very, very, very naughty today. You are very naughty today.
Just as always.
Yes. Okay. I will let you say it, but then you do it the Reese way, where you sing it.
Sing it?
Yeah, because she sings it.
Okay, I need to open up a bottle of whiskey then.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't sing.
Yeah, what do you mean today? Yeah, this is the everyday life of Ron Hubcult. I'm not sure if they ever want to come back to Denmark anymore after the way we
I
are.
don't know, but I will be full of money and I will just, throwing at Scientology. Here you can come out.
Yeah, but yeah, but I for sure I want to focus a little bit on the kids and the youth and what Scientology is trying to do with that in Denmark. In related to some front groups, and then there is also information that we're going to be talking about later on at this month. But let's just put it in a way that the child abuse in Scientology is going to be very
Exposed.
very much exposed and displayed in the public, and not on behalf of us only. So there's going to be something very interesting happening during this month. So stay tuned for that. Oh, we're a class act. Okay. Yeah. I guess it's just a matter of opinion. Yeah, we enjoyed, Samuel, having you and your amazing cookings and everything. Just your lovely personality and everything about you is just perfect.
Yeah, it was excellent food, but you cooked because nobody knows but us. He was cooking for me and for everybody, and I wanted to, test him, like, is he really a cook? And he is. He cooks excellently. It was delicious, and it was, I don't know, 5 stars, 7 stars. I don't know how many stars are in the kitchen.
You thought he would make an excellent wife to someone, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Absolutely. I would bet on it.
Yes. So yeah, but it was great, and we're gonna do the protesting going forward and shed a little bit more light on the Scientology front groups in Denmark. I was actually not aware of them being that active in Denmark, and you said that you hadn't even heard about it.
No, actually, maybe I heard it, but I forgot it or did not hear it at all. So I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, except Narconon, of course.
Yeah, that I know exactly what they do, how they do, when they do, who does it.
Yeah. And we got also a tip of the Narconon European conference for Narconon, which is in September month. But we are still in the talks of if it makes sense to go and protest there, because we have no schedule. It's apparently an event that takes 2 days. And the Narconon in Denmark is located in a very remote area, in the middle of the fields. So I don't know who we could reach out there. I mean, of course, we can document the place, but I don't know if there's some special regulations, because it's a place where you are treating people with a condition officially. I mean, let's not give them too much credit, but I would not want to get into any trouble because of that.
Yeah, let's see. We need to look up many things before we decide.
Yeah. So we are very much aware of it, that we are only allowed to make 0 mistakes. They are allowed to make as many mistakes as they want, probably. But the first mistake we do, then we are done with, because we're only 2 people. If we can grow our community and someone gets into any kind of trouble or issue, then I mean, someone else can take over. But at the moment, it's only us, so we don't want to make any mistakes.
Elimination game, who will eliminate who first?
Yes, exactly. I've told before already. We are playing the battleship game. So yes, so we have a very much planned targets that we're gonna hit and win. Yeah. So we'll for sure be going and protesting next week. You wanted to show also something that you were wearing, right?
Yes. we were wearing this T-shirt while we were protesting, and now I am wearing it just to, remember what happened.
Yeah.
Feel the feelings.
Yeah. You want to show the backside of it as well?
Sure, if I can. I don't know. I don't see anything. What do I show? I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, now it can show. Okay. Good. Good.
Oh, did I? Okay.
So the front side is for information why we're protesting, and the back side is for then in case you need to leave Scientology. So
So SPTV and SPTV Foundation.
yeah, and I want to thank one more time Pop Groomer 20, who is like amazing with doing all these designs that you can slap on basically anything. You can make stickers, you can make business cards, you can make T-shirts, whatever. Yeah, I mean the designs and everything. You can just download them from the via her YouTube page. There is a shared document there or shared drive, and you can find a lot of protest material over there. So definitely go and check it out if you're planning to go and protest.
Yeah, and thank you for Fluffer for sure, and Z News who does the website.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so thank them because they do an awesome job with this website, and we know them. Now they are having an interview or something with Natalie, so I missed this live.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah. We had to give some kind of smoke signs that we're also alive here because we haven't done anything this week. But I think it was just the kind of the excitement of before of having our international visitors, arranging the protest, still being nervous at the last moment if it's going to be okay or not, even though it was okay and it should have been okay as well. But it was still tough for until the very last moment. But I think I got a little bit relaxed when the police gave their thumbs up to us. So
exactly, and not once, twice, I think.
Yeah, and even one of the police ladies, she took one of our SPTV cards. So,
Yes.
so I hope she's gonna check out SPTV
And subscribe. Yeah. You
Yes.
never know, and she will know the information, the real information, what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make some informational flyers also for the police that we could hand out. There's a lot of stuff we can do. The only thing that is prohibiting us is basically like financial challenge and the time challenge, because we're both working, and getting all this material is of course not free. So we try to do our best, and I think we already managed to do pretty good on Saturday.
Yeah.
Bianca is saying we probably contributed to the nervousness. I also felt better after the police came and gave us the thumbs up. Yeah. But if I'm being completely honest, at the moment when we arrived, I was more nervous for you and Samuel than for the protest itself, because I know myself when I made the first very small video in front of AO in the winter when no one could even see me. I was terrified, and I was watching after my back if someone was following me afterwards. So you really came out with a bang there, because I'm not sure what kind of courage I would have had, but I hope you could also feel that we were there for you as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And the girls as well. So, and then I got a book delivery. I know Bianca has read this book, but I ordered it because I haven't read it before. It's the Robert Dam book he published maybe 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago. about his 20 years in Scientology. So, and I think he managed to go up to OT5.
OT5, what I remember, yes.
Yeah, OT5 level, and he had to really fight also to get his family out of Scientology, and because of that, he agreed to go to the flag for 21 days, where he was being interrogated by also. I think there was Marty Rathburn and people working for him that were interrogating him for 21 days there, because he wanted to make things right so he could leave with his family. And I know that this is available also on Amazon in English. It's called The Defector. So just check it out if you haven't read it before.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a good story. I mean, it's not a good story, but it's an interesting story.
Yeah, we also got the first-hand story from him when we met him, and yeah, I think it was kind of tough for him as well, because only people he knew was basically other Scientologists.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bianca is saying precisely what I mean. We were nervous and you were worried for us, but then it went very well. Yeah, I'm happy that you have that kind of feeling now, because I mean we can't keep the O's away, especially when we arrived there. I don't know if we could have done anything else in that situation. I tried to show a little bit of the video to my husband, and he couldn't even watch it. He got so upset about it. Of the behavior of the people. So, yeah. Yes, and Bianca is also giving the Swedish name for the book, because it's also published in Swedish. So if there's anyone watching this on replay who's Swedish, then you can find it also on the Swedish bookstore. So there are people that have left Scientology in Denmark and have also spoken out, but most of the people have went back to their home countries. So we have
now I will not stop until it's done. You know, they are out of Denmark at least.
Yes, that's basically what our goal is, and it might sound a bit crazy, but I mean, have you met us? We're also a bit crazy. So. Yeah, and stubborn. Regulator from Germany is saying hello. So, yeah, absolutely. I think this kind of global level pressure has never been in place for against Scientology before. I know there was the Anonymous, but I remember when Anonymous was protesting against Scientology, and I thought that it was it was a group that I not necessarily wanted to get myself involved with, because I thought that it was a very specific contained group of people, and I could see what was going on in some of the countries, and I was a little bit afraid of it, so to speak. Mm-hmm. So not just about Scientology, but also Anonymous, because Anonymous is anonymous. You don't know who it is. So I think the movement right now, it's much better. You can see people's faces. People are, going there as themselves, and everyone is welcoming, and there's no rules for everyone that we need to follow a certain kind of protocol when we protest or when we make videos or whatever. Yeah.
Now you are voting for Anonymous or what?
Sorry?
Now you are voting for Anonymous or what?
What does that mean? Sorry.
I'm voting, like now you are advertising for them?
No, I said that I didn't feel comfortable to go and protest when they were protesting.
Okay, but if they would come out now, would you join them?
I mean, they would be joining us at this point, I would say.
Oh, Oh, sorry.
And secondly, in Denmark, the laws have changed. You are not allowed to wear any kind of masks when you protest. So it's kind of hard to be anonymous if you are wearing mask. So you're not allowed to cover your face with a, not even with a hoodie. If you need to be able to see people's faces.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the law.
Then in the winter time, I'm sorry. Then in the winter time, we cannot really protest because
Okay.
I am going to wear in the winter time. We are not going to protest. I am not going to protest.
Okay.
I need
I'll
to
go
wear the
along.
hoodie and the cap. It's super windy and cold. So how can I, show my face?
Well, you need to be able to show your face. If you're wearing a hat, it doesn't matter, but you're not allowed to mask yourself.
Yeah. Okay. But the hoodie and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Irish Smart is here also and saying that the protest and the banner were awesome, superb work. Love the white t-shirts. Message really stands out. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you very much. Regulator is saying, I'm from a German org. I cannot say the city's name because some of my family members still in. And I reached the state of clear. Now I'm out. Wow, that's good. That's good. Good to hear.
Good to hear. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is some work still, but
Yeah. 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 It would be interesting to hear a little bit more about you if you want to send a mail or something. Of course, completely confidential. But yeah, if you want to join the effort in one way or another, you're more than welcome to contact us.
yeah, anytime.
Yes. And Samuel is saying, so long as your eyes, nose, and mouth are visible, I think it's enough. Yes, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know what Ron Hubcult is wearing in the winter. Yeah.
Everything what I can.
Yeah, yeah. It's he gets cold very easily.
Yes,
So,
my
yeah.
little buddy.
Yes, yes, yes. Samuel is also welcoming the regulator. So yeah, it's really good to hear from people that are out and recently out. And even if you don't want to do anything in terms of protest or speak out, it's good to find people that have also left that they can support you. And of course, if you ever need any support, the SBTV Foundation is there exactly for that reason. So I think it's important to just let everyone know that we are also here for everyone, and the SBTV Foundation is here for everyone. So if you need any kind of assistance, then just yeah. Or if you have any family members here that we should be on the lookout or whatever, then yeah, you're always more than welcome to write to us.
Yeah, we can look into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for saying thanks. I think we're just getting started. Now it's the 1st of or the 2nd of August right now. When did we start? Start of April.
You started in April. I started in May.
Yeah, but you joined me already in April. So basically
Did
4 months. Yeah, I mean, we were doing some videos together. So we were on my channel. So it's been 4 months, and I think we've been already making impact of some sort. We have firsthand had contact with a lot of CEOC members. We have raised the awareness of regarding SBTV Foundation, the fact that there's people out ready to help if they want to leave. We have arranged a protest. We have met a lot of amazing people. We've been, having a lot of experiences. So I think everything that we've been doing has been great. And to me, it doesn't even feel like 4 months. It feels like it's already been a year with all the things that have been happening. So thank you, Christina. So if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask, because we don't have much other on the program this time, unless you want to get the random questions again.
What questions?
I don't know. Whatever you wish to be asked about.
Oh, anything I can. Oh yeah, you can ask anything. I answer. Maybe
Okay.
with bit of a shame, but I answer.
Okay. I'm
You
not
don't need the e-meter.
No, I'm not asking that kind of questions. What was the highlight? What was the highlight of the protest last Saturday? What was the best moment, you think?
The best moment, I think, when the police acknowledge us with a thumbs up. That was the best moment. Like, now we are okay. Nobody can hurt us.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we can, kinda, what we agreed on.
Yeah.
So that was the best for me.
Yeah. That was also really great for me. I think the best and at the same time the funniest moment was the first time the police drove past by, because I think they were calling the police, and the security guard came out of the church, and he couldn't understand why the police was just driving past by, so he actually ran after them.
Yeah, correct. That was funny. Yes.
That was really really funny. Regulator is saying, as former clear, I mean, you don't lose your clear status. Can you lose it? Is it possible to lose it? Once you go clear, then you don't go back, or what did I say?
You can gain reactive mind. You can recreate it again. So
Okay.
why not?
Yeah, but he's saying, as a former clear, I can say clear cognition doesn't work because my reactive mind is in good standing. Hope some Scientologists on the bridge read this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bianca is also saying, I like seeing the security guard chasing the police down the street. That was so funny. I was like thinking, oh, how the table has turned. Like suddenly it was not anymore. Oh, Samuel can tell us about the clear cognition. You can cancel your clear status.
Oh yeah, David Miscavige can cancel it, of course.
David Miscavige can cancel you if he wants to. That's basically. Yeah.
I am waiting for it. I am ready. I'm in Denmark. I can give him my address.
Yeah. But but I was not meaning you as a person, but any Scientologist. Because I don't think David Miscavige's jurisdiction, it doesn't reach out to outside the Scientologists. We have noticed that now because of the losing the court cases. But for sure he can cancel anyone on inside Scientology. Yeah. And also, definitely the time when the security was talking with the police for like 5-10 minutes, and then they just left. And that was actually the time they gave us a thumbs up again. So there's no issues anymore. We know how to run this show now.
Yeah, we are learning every day.
Yes.
But look like we did a great job. Yes.
Yeah. And Samuel thinks he actually chased the police around the whole block. Which is probably true, because I don't think he came back the same way anymore.
Okay.
And he's saying with the new releases, and I actually know of a Sea Org member who was very ill for a prolonged period of time, and his clear status was removed. The reason being that a real clear could never get this ill. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say if you are clear, and let's say you get cancer, because I know a Sea Org member who got cancer when she was clear.
Yeah.
And years after, I heard that she survived. So and she got back on post. I could see her again.
Yeah.
So she was not clear anymore.
I don't know, but I think it's I think what he's saying that it can be done. So it's not necessarily done, but it can be done.
Mm.
So if you I don't know, maybe it's like if you get I don't know, really sick, because there's been these people that were not allowed to do the OT levels continue anymore because they were not allowed to go to flag anymore because they were too ill. So
But that's OT7.
yeah. So anyone who was had some kind of illness before, some certain kind of medical issue, then they were not allowed to go there because of the Lisa McPherson case. Okay. Regulator is also saying if you leave the church, you are not clear no more. Also, if you leave in good standing, yeah, that's the policy. Okay.
So it's not a scammer, yeah. If you step outside, then you are not clear. Otherwise, yeah, you are clear, all good, excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, but then you're gonna be a snake in the grass if you go out.
Yeah.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
This.
But I was not clear.
No.
I just did the purif. It was enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Samuel is saying I don't know what her illness was, but I think it's case to case thing. Not everyone. Otherwise, they might have to cancel many clears. Yeah. I mean, just think if David Miscavige would have said when COVID came that everyone who gets COVID is PTS, for example, just because of that, then
probably they were PTS, yes, when they got it.
Yeah, but I mean, how would you manage that situation when you have more than half of the people, or probably like 80% of? Oh, but they didn't get COVID there because they were in isolation from the rest of the population, right?
Something like that. But what I heard is they had to choose if they want or not. And in some places there was
vaccination or isolation.
Sorry.
Vaccination or
the
isolation.
vaccination.
Okay, vaccination. Okay.
Yeah. And in some places there was no choice. Everybody had to do it. Otherwise, you are getting off your post and whatever. But some places, yeah, people just had chosen take it or not to take it, and that was it.
Yeah.
Some zero members,
Okay. And you were still on the books of Scientology when COVID started, right?
Yes. When COVID started, I just got back from Malta to Denmark. And right after the COVID store, it was already something, but not really. Nothing really happened, But then it started to get out. And then I went to Hungary. And right before I just left the Sea Org, and I did not do the bridge anymore. So I was under, yes, the Scientology eyes, but not really. I was an XSO who stopped the bridge.
Okay. So you didn't visit the org or anything at that time?
Not really. I tried a few times here and there when I got back, to Denmark.
Yeah.
Just to see what's going on, how they handle. And yeah, I did not really do anything. Still.
Okay. But then you have the experience of what kind of full body disinfection did they do in Copenhagen? Because I heard there was a big process to, when you were coming in and out of the org.
Yeah, that I don't know. I got in around the last period of time when they were just disinfecting your hand, put on the gloves, a mask.
So you only had to use hand disinfectant, put on gloves, wear a mask. What else? Did you also need to have a hat like this? Or, I mean, what else?
And when something was with you, whatever paper, you had to wipe off with this Dacon 9 or Dacon 8 or 7, Dacon 7, something like that.
You're saying like this is normal. Come on.
No, it's not normal.
You
And
only have to wear
before
gloves.
they had to, wipe their clothes just before. I was not there yet, so I was lucky.
Okay, so everyone was walking around looking like a surgeon inside the org or what?
Exactly. It was just like a hospital. Everybody was operating somebody.
I love the fact that you're telling this as if it was a normal thing.
I mean, it was not normal. That's why I said I went in a few times, but I couldn't handle it. They said I need to wear gloves all the time.
Yeah.
Even when I get out, I go home, I work, I am in my bed. Like for what reason?
And what did you say again what you had to do with the paper? I was laughing a bit too hard.
The paper you needed to wipe off with this fiber rag or microfiber rag, with a Dacon 7 on it, and then wipe off each paper, each side, each corner.
And you thought that was completely normal or what?
I mean, when I saw it, I arrived and then I saw it, like, thank God I don't get any package, nothing here. So I don't bring anything. I don't take anything. So, I just take out my phone. Here it is, nothing on me. So it was
Okay.
not normal, of course. I was laughing at them first,
Yeah.
but inside, like, I couldn't show it. Like, what the
No,
fuck they
no,
do? Like, what is this?
no. I was thinking that the next thing is gonna come is like this kind of surgeon's cape that you need to wear this kind of dressing gown or something like that. Then you definitely
Uh,
can't recognize anyone there.
yeah, wait, yeah. And when you put on your gloves and, your mask, and when you
Mm,
were ready to come in, basically, because you
mm.
were not even at the reception,
Yeah.
so they measured your temperature every time. Back from eating, going out, anytime you came in, you had to do the same thing and temperature measure. And if it was okay, then you could go in. If it was not okay,
Mm.
I don't know what they did. Probably called the MLO or sent him out.
I'm actually a little bit surprised that Ron Hubbard didn't foresee this kind of disaster in the world. I mean, there should have been a manual for this one already, like done before.
Probably. But I
Mm.
forgot something what we needed to do.
Okay.
What more? When you
Okay.
step inside the church, that is the mat, you
Yeah.
know, in front of the door, doormat.
Yeah.
And it was full of Dacon 7, you
What
know,
what do you call it?
that Decon, Dacon.
Decon. Okay, what is that? I need to Google
It's
it.
like an anti-sterilizator or whatever. It kills everything, all the bacteria.
Okay, I never heard of it before.
Even the military uses it.
Ah, okay. So can we now get from the start everything you needed to do? So when you walk into the org, is it the temperature?
No, no, no. The
No.
first one to wipe off your, you know, feet, under your feet.
Okay.
Your shoes, basically.
Okay. With this sterilizer.
Sterilizer, exactly, with that one.
Yes.
Then the hand sanitizer, gloves, mask,
And then the temperature or what?
the stuff wipe, wipe, the stuff wipe. If you had something on you, you needed to wipe off
Okay.
your stuff, keys, whatever you had in your pocket.
Mm. You had to wipe all your loose items also.
You can keep them, so it's not a problem. But you needed to clean with this.
But you had to wipe. You needed to clean everything, all loose object you had with you.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you were a cleaner, you know, a staircase cleaner, and you had like 30 keys on you, you needed to wipe off one by one all the rings and all this stuff. It was hilarious. Yeah, okay, anyway, so you wipe off all your stuff, and then you go to the receptionist, and she will measure your temperature, your body
Okay.
temperature.
Okay. I mean, if
And
I
you needed to sign in when you come in and when you go, when you left the hall.
okay, yeah, I would have kind of like done the temperature thing as the first thing because just
They
think.
don't want to touch you before.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, okay, I get that. I'm a
Yeah.
bit behind with the comments here, but I just had to hear this in one order because
Yeah, yeah. I needed to remember what I have done first time, you know, like
yeah,
because
yeah,
after it was loosened up a bit here and there, and
yeah, but first it's all like, yeah, they were just using the hand disinfectant and the mask and the gloves. It was like, okay, where is this going now? uh, yes. So regulator is saying because the state of clear run only if you stay in and swear on the policy keeping Scientology working. KSW.
yeah.
If you're
Good
out,
luck
you
for that.
yeah. If you're out, you lose all your powers.
Yeah.
Twyla Luna is saying there is no total freedom, so little Davy keeps running a game of chutes and ladders. He keeps knocking people down the bridge on a semi-regular basis. Yeah, that's been his thing. Like anyone he doesn't like, or anyone who messes up a little bit, or anyone who's even a little bit of a threat to him, then they're out, right? That's
Yeah.
basically. Or if he just doesn't like someone's face, that's also a good enough reason for him. Regulators also saying my former CS said you can catch COVID only if your postulates help it to infect your body.
Yeah. There are some funny
Yes.
comments. I know we can make some jokes about this.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually a little bit of a shame that the World Health Organization was never consulting Church of Scientology, when it came to COVID, because there's clearly a lot of experts over there. So
Yeah,
maybe they could
correct.
have done that. It's all about the postulates. Miss Cavett said COVID was a worldwide bull bait. So if you get COVID, then your TR's out. Yeah, TRs are out. So yeah, maybe it was clearing the population or whatever.
But it was good for them because they say it it was growing the fastest ever at that period of time or something like this. Like they recruited many
Yeah,
new
but
Scientologists.
I've heard the absolute opposite, that actually people were leaving Scientology much more at that time because they had more time to think about it, about
Yeah,
Scientology.
this is what I heard and this is what I observed too. But
Yeah.
Scientology says they were growing at that
Yeah.
time.
So actually now it's your time to admit that did you only leave Scientology because you had to put the gloves on and wipe all your keys and your phones? Is that actually the real reason you left?
I mean that's the reason why I did not go inside, yes, in the
So
church. That was a big part of justification from my side.
so in a way you also got even more distance to the church thanks to COVID.
Yes, for
Yes.
sure. It
Yeah.
helped me to loosen up the distance, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure they were not calling everyone to come on course when it was the worst, right?
I mean, I don't know what they did. Actually, at that time, I was with somebody, a new person who arrived in Denmark, and we spent time together. And we tried to
Okay.
figure out how to establish him here and so on.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And Brigitte is also in the chat. So she is the new member of the SPTV space team.
Oh yeah. Now I recognize the name. Yes.
Yes. So I think she's maintaining the resources portion of SPTV.space, and we have actually talked about doing a little chat together at one point. So
Okay.
so she has the opportunity also to tell a little bit more what's going on. And she's located in Scotland, I think, but originally from France. So she's been doing a lot of updates on the Paris Olympics, because it seems to be a big thing for Scientology right now. They're trying to ride on the Olympics train over there.
Yeah, I did not. I don't know too much about it yet. Something like Tom Cruise will close the Olympic now, or what? You know.
I think they're using the opportunity of having a lot of tourists over there to try and do a lot of promotion right now. And then yes, Tom Cruise is over there, and apparently he will be in the end of the closing ceremony taking over the Olympic torch or something like that, and he will do some kind of stunt tricks or something. So
Okay.
I mean, that will for sure be on all the Scientology communication again. But to be honest, I don't think he's doing it for Scientology. He's just working on his boosting on his own ego, because it can't get big enough. Have you seen the
Yeah.
guy? Yes.
Yeah. Let's see what he will do.
Yeah. So okay, sorry, Brigitte, you're Swiss and you live in Scotland. That's my bad. That's my bad. I thought you were French, actually. So, question: did Scientology pay to have Tom Cruise do that? Yeah, I kind of said my opinion. I don't know what you think about it.
I don't know.
I don't know why. Since his couch jumping days, I've already thought that that guy has a way too big ego for himself, and those crazy promotion videos he was doing with the Church of Scientology and the Freedom Medal of Valor. I mean, the guy
Ooh,
is
that
not.
was ugly.
Yeah, I mean, the guy is not living on the same planet as we are. And the fact that he happens to be the biggest movie star in the world uh, is like not helping the case either.
I mean, I used to say I never liked Tom Cruise, neither his films. Probably that is a why I did not like it, even though after I know that he is a Scientologist, you know, I joined the cult. I still did not like him, and I did not want to watch any movies. But there is only one exceptions, maybe two. The Edge of Tomorrow. It was an excellent movie. I could change Tom Cruise to another, you know, actor as well. So it was not because of him, but
Yeah.
he played pretty okay in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I'm thinking like Rain Man was a really good movie, but then again, he was playing an asshole, so probably he was just playing himself.
Yeah.
I don't know. El Sarmento is asking, Ron Hubcult, did they try to censor your phone's abilities in any way, limit internet access, etc.? I think this is related to Sea Org, right?
Oh, if it is related to SEO, then of course we were limited. There was some certain sites we could not look at or watch. You know, barely there was some internet connection to something. You know, just basic stuff.
Did they block some internet sites that you were not even allowed to go, or some
Yeah.
words or something?
I would put it more like this: they had some internal internet. You know.
Yeah.
So they shut down 90% of the normal internet, what a normal people can use, and that 10% they just kept somehow via the security lines, and this is what they gave us.
Yeah. So it was like Chinese internet, basically. Then.
Kinda, yes.
Yeah, but when you were a public, there was no limitations to anything, right? Physical
No,
limitations.
no, when you were a public, I mean, if you had internet for yourself, then there is no limitation. But when you
Mm,
went into the org and you asked for the Wi-Fi, there was a
mm.
limitation.
Yes, yes, and of course you would never tell your ethics officer or your auditor that you are going on certain kind of pages or that are
It
not.
never came up. The
No.
ethics is personal. So what the person thinks, it's an overt or not, then it
Mm,
does not come up. If he
yeah,
thinks that's not an
yeah,
overt. So
yeah. A girl is saying regarding Tom Cruise that it's maybe a little bit of both, that his popularity is poor. But I think that's kind of part of the thing, that people like him, but at the same time they think he's crazy in the head, right?
yeah, he is crazy because of Scientology. We know
Yeah.
that. And because what he choose to be friend with, David Miscavige. Like,
Mm,
who does that?
yeah. So it's but still I know people that like want to see the Mission Impossible movies and everything, but I guess that's also some kind of habit of whatever, they enjoy the movies or whatever.
It's just not for my taste. Let's say that.
No, no. I'm yeah, we're with you, Brigitte. She's saying I never liked him, so I'm kind of on that train as well. Absolutely overrated. That's something I can say for sure. How did we come up with Tom Cruise now?
I don't know. I don't know why we talk about him. I don't like him. I don't know him. So he's
Everyone
crazy
thinks he's
Scientologist.
crazy.
This is what I know.
Yeah. Oh, it was because of the Olympics. Because he's supposed to be rappelling down the Olympic Stadium, and then there's some pre-filmed scene where he's going down with a parachute to the Hollywood sign with the torch that was already filmed in March, and they have pictures of him by the Hollywood sign. So
Fantastic. Now I have a question to all Scientologists.
yes.
How many people he had recruited so far?
Mm. It
Personally,
wasn't.
body route or whatever route he could into this org, this Paris org or whatever it is. He is.
It doesn't matter because he has introduced Scientology to billions of people.
Yeah,
And
how
everyone thinks,
crazy it is. Yes.
yeah, exactly. Generator, or why am I saying generator? Regulator. I was public and staff member, but they suggest to use internet carefully. It means do not search Scientology on the web and do not believe what internet says about the church. Yeah. You only should look at Scientology.org and Scientology.tv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to look up anything until a certain time because I did not speak English, and in Hungarian there is, I think it was one guy who spoke out,
Okay.
who made a big deal about Sea Org or Scientology or all this subject.
Mm.
And one guy, I believed, okay, he was just an anti, just makes up things, a liar or something. So I did
Okay.
not look him up or what he wrote or anything.
Mm.
And then after I learned some English and I could look up more and more, and but first, of course, I did not want to look up anything. I don't know why. I did not see both sides.
Mm.
Usually if you go to McDonald's, for example, then you try out what they sell, right?
Mm. Mm.
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So you couldn't get to see the both sides. Did they ever say anything in Hungary about how long Scientology has been in Hungary?
For how long? I don't know actually. They put out a CLO, kind of CLO. It was called something else before, but it was functioned as a CLO.
Okay.
This I remember. But when it was, I don't know, in the I don't know, 2000 something. I don't remember. No, I don't want to say
Okay.
anything. No.
Okay. But you have a feeling that it's relatively new, that it hasn't been there for 5 decades, for example.
No, more like 2, 3
Okay.
decades.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Now there's no more questions, no more comments. We've been sitting here for over an hour.
Yeah.
Should
Go and
we,
support all the SPTV channels.
yes. Yes. Please, if you haven't subscribed to Scientology Rundown, Bianca, please go and subscribe to her channel. I can add actually the links in the description. Also for Brigitte, because she needs more subscribers, so she gets more visibility. SP Chef, I mean, he will be also a superstar just on his own accord, but you can still go and subscribe to him if you haven't done that yet. And MD Media, I think I will just put a lot of links in the description, and then you can go.
Sure, why not?
To everyone, and go to sptv.space and find who's live. Should I see who's live now?
Yeah, sure. And you can support us via Buy Me a Cafe or something.
Yeah.
If you wish.
Yeah, if you wish to do that, I will. I am committing at the moment to put any kind of donations on the materials related to our protesting. So if you want to donate, I will be doing that. I can see Brian Lucas is live right now from a poet. Are you familiar with him?
I heard the name. I need to go on it, click on it, see it, and then I know who he is. Yeah.
But if you have time, just go and check out his channel. It's from a poet 8105. He's he's a never in, but very active in the anti-Scientology movement, and he's a great poet.
Yeah.
Yes, and then we're gonna see you next week when we're gonna be doing protest. Hi, Cups.
Or maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, you're doing amazing work, Cups champions. I just wanna acknowledge you. My For You page is just full of your video clips, so I think you're working hard over there. So yeah, go and subscribe to him as well, and we'll see you next week with something new, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Yeah. Have a great weekend.
Oh yeah, it's weekend. Bye.
Bye.